This week, Pierre Poilievre hosted a sovereignty conference in Ottawa. The guests: Mike Pompeo, Trump's former CIA director and Secretary of State; Pete Hoekstra, the sitting U.S. ambassador to Canada; Danielle Smith, the only Canadian premier who refused to sign a joint statement opposing Trump's threats to annex this country. The session title: Fortress North America, Securing Our Sovereignty. Sovereignty, they actually used that word. Here is what Pete Hoekstra, the man Poilievre just put on that sovereignty panel, has said about Canada since arriving as ambassador. He called the 2025 Canadian federal election an anti-American campaign. When a Canadian cabinet minister used the word war to describe what Trump's tariffs were doing to our economy, Hoekstra said that was a dangerous place to go. Canadian exports had already dropped 16%. He accused Canada of interfering in American electoral politics because Ontario ran an ad featuring Ronald Reagan's own words against tariffs. He delivered an F-word-laced tirade at Ontario's trade representative at a business event at the National Gallery of Canada in Ottawa. Premier Ford had to publicly tell him to call the man and apologize. He called "elbows up" Canada's rallying cry against annexation rude. And when asked why Canadians were upset about Trump's 51st state threats, Hoekstra said, "On Canadian soil, as America's representative, I go around the country and people will say, 'Pete, you just don't understand why we're so mad about the 51st state.' And it's kind of like, yeah, you're right, I don't." The sitting U.S. ambassador to Canada does not understand why Canadians object to being annexed. Pierre Poilievre put him on a sovereignty panel. Danielle Smith told Breitbart that Poilievre was very much in sync with the new direction in America. The new direction in America is the one that threatened to make us the 51st state. The new direction in America is the one Pete Hoekstra represents when he stands on Canadian soil and admits he doesn't understand why we're upset. This is not a sovereignty agenda. This is a surrender in nationalist clothing. Canadians saw it. That's why he lost.